Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of SimAirport. Our Satellites International Airport is progressing. Our next satellite, so in between episodes I let this next satellite actually finish its build so we can get right into it today. I've also made a few other tweaks over here. I've kind of squeezed open this area a little bit. I added a little bit more. So we may move the walkways at some point, but effectively I want to try and open up a channel to come here. And this time around I want to make sure that we have both an exit and entry channel, and we'll have a look at how we can revamp this area going forward. So first things first, what I also did is I did another level lower to create an area for our conveyor belt. So what I will do is I will actually start by building the bottom conveyor. Let's quickly see. If we say conveyor transition upwards, it's going to have like 2 slots there. So let's go with that one, and let's run it all the way there, and we'll have 2 slots on that side as well. So let's unpause, let the game flow, let these guys build that so we can reroute it downstairs. We're making a fair bit of money at the moment, even though we are definitely not getting to our bonuses. If we look at not tomorrow but to yesterday, we're doing fairly well, but every now and again there's a flight that's got like 10 minutes delay or something like that, which I think is kind of okay for an airport, but of course it's not getting us that bonus that we're looking for. And as we continue to expand, that'll probably get even more difficult to achieve. Okay, so now with that in mind, let's quickly go ahead and demolish this one over here upstairs. Just see where I should start. Probably there, and we'll dismantle all the way till there. So let's get those dismantled pretty quickly. Let's urgent priority that for us. And now what I'm keen on doing is getting that. Oh, here comes some stuff. I want to do the transition down. Blocked by conveyor. Honestly. But you're supposed to. Blocked by pending construction, blocked by conveyor. Okay, hang on. Let's dismantle. Ooh, that was a bit of a. Let's dismantle one on that side and let's dismantle one on this side, and hopefully they can get that sorted out pretty quickly. Okay, now let's try that one more time. Conveyor down transition. Absolutely, it's going to work, and for some reason now it's fine. And now if we do this side, it should be able to squeeze in there. Okay, similarly conveyor transition up. We could do it this way, so let's just do that. We'll leave that extra bit and piece over there, and we'll squeeze that in there. Perfect. Okay, get that built ASAP so these things will work again. It's only to this one side, and we could potentially then route it to all other sides, but anyway, that is kind of happening. It's working even though it probably shouldn't, but anyway, that's it. Going there, and now we've got the conveyor working. So what I want to do now is actually want to get rid of some of it, but I want to try and get this right in the middle over here. We've got some money, but it's not going to be like crazy amounts. So if I say, for instance, I want to do it quite in the middle of this thing, so probably somewhere over here. We will need ourselves some escalators. So let's get escalators, and if we place them, escalator going up requires an indoor area, so we're going to have to do that. But actually escalators going down from this level is completely possible. So I want to try and do, oops, let's rotate that. So if we run it like something like this, right? And I'll flip it around like that instead. Okay, so we'll do one there. and then we'll push it a little bit this way, and we'll do one on this side. Actually, let's put it out a little bit more. Okay, and then we go down, and then let's get construction, and let's get our foundation to connect over here. And then I wanted to do a pretty, actually we probably need it to be 9 wide. 8 wide is not going to be wide enough. I think I need it to be 9 wide. So potentially these guys aren't actually, let's cancel that project, and let's cancel both of them. Ooh, that's already under construction, I believe. Okay, so let's just move it a little further away. Go escalator down. Let's go up a level. Okay, so that's something like, I think that's the right one. Oh, that might be too much. That might be way too much. Let's have a look. We say that, and then, oh, actually that's perfect. I think that's perfect. 9 wide. My goodness, that's gonna be crazy expensive. Oh, hang on. Just 9. That is pricey. Anyway, there we go. So let it run. Let's have a quick look while they build that and we recoup some money. Let's have a look at how this terminal is working. I think the remote stands are actually doing a pretty decent job. I think they work really well, and we may continue to use the remote stands to make sure that we fill up open areas and things like that. So we may continue to do that. We can't unfortunately do remote stands and kind of standard connected stands on the same area like you would typically see in most airports, but it's still working quite well. It is. We are getting a lot of people out and through there in fairly decent amount of time. Okay, we also need to start looking at this top level, which I think as soon as we have another 1 million, we can probably hit that again. How's our fuel looking at the moment? We still have like no fuel left. So let's quickly purchase some fuel. Let's see if we can buy like 50%. Capacity 180 liters. Yeah, let's buy that. We seem to run through fuel quite quickly. So I'm hoping we're making a decent amount of money. Let's quickly go to yesterday. We're obviously not doing... Oh, what? Hang on. We had a perfect ops bonus yesterday. Really? No way. Day 55. Let's have a look at that. Let's go to yesterday. That doesn't quite look like perfect to me. Why would we get a perfect ops bonus if we're not actually getting everybody out on time? I mean, this is 12 minutes late. That's 10 minutes late. I mean, this one I could have said, oh, well, that's 9 minutes late. This one over here I could have said, well, that's maybe so marginal they gave it to us. But I'm not too sure how that bonus then works. Can we double check that? Perfect ops bonus. Bonus achieved. How do you achieve it? Potential bonus, yes. At least one flight, yes. At least one pax boarded, yes. Number of packs that missed flights is 0. Number of flights delayed is 0. Number of flights cancelled is 0. But that's definitely not the case. We had a delayed flight. It's marginal, but we had delayed flights. So I don't know, maybe something's gone wacky or gone wrong. This is like airport value stuff. I'm not too keen on that. Profit and loss is what I'm wanting to look at. So if we go to day 55, we made a lot of money out of terminal fees. That's fine. We purchased a lot of materials. We paid a lot of taxes on our income, and our advertising fees are pretty poor. Retail is okay. Staff cost us. So that's generally quite okay. Fuel. Wow, look at this. Our fuel income is pretty substantial. We make a lot of money on fuel. So we need to make sure, well, not that much, but it is substantial. It's kind of almost covers all the staff cost. So we definitely need to maintain our fueling business. That gets a lot of money and attention. So that is going along nicely. We'll have to redo these walkways, I'm sure, and we may actually do a nice kind of little shopping area at the bottom here. It feels like that's the kind of spot that it'll be in. A nice shopping area down there as the people stroll on their way to their various terminals. Yeah, this terminal is going to be a substantial one. Something I definitely want us to get to. How's our fuel situation going? We run through fuel quite quickly, actually. Let's keep an eye on if this thing keeps dropping, then we'll buy some more. 25 up to 26 now. Down again. Doesn't seem to be the case. Now it's going up. So while it's going up, maybe we should quickly do a purchase of some fuel at least. Buy some fuel. Maybe we'll just do like 25% of the capacity. We're dabbling in a little fuel speculation. Well, that's okay. Let's just do that. Buy the fuel, thank you. So that's going to kick us up a little bit, but we'll still make decent amounts of money from that. How's the construction going over here? Pretty nicely, actually. That's quite an interesting way that it's being done over there. But let's start dismantling these walls over here, and we'll slot in some walls over there. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll just go and just kind of plop a wall in there and a wall in there, and what we'll do is we will demolish that piece through there. Yeah, that's good. I'm not sure if I'll use it later or anything of the like, but all of that is looking pretty good. Let's quickly dismantle these pieces over here. We will be able to expand this. This is a pretty modular shape and design, so we should be able to expand it. Okay, let's pause the game. Oh, now it's gone down a little. Let's purchase some more fuel while it's gone down a little more. Let's go ahead and purchase another, say, 50% of the fuel. That's fine. Let's buy that. Now we should have a fair bit of fuel available, and we'll make a fair bit of money off of that. Oh, it's dropping even more. Should have waited for it to turn around. It's like speculating. Okay, let's have a quick look. So what are we going to do here? I am interested in potentially running remote stands, these remote parking bays along this side. Okay, if I go to my planning, you can see we have a couple of these small ones, and then we've got some of the big boys that needs to go in over there. So that's definitely something. But in order for us to do the whole big boys pieces, okay, hang on. Let's quickly see. So what we're interested in doing is doing an exit channel as much as possible. So what I'm keen on doing is that exit channel will, and the remote stands might struggle a little bit with that, but that exit channel is something that I'm going to run all the way throughout this section here. So how wide should that be? So let's say like 4, yeah, 2, 4, 6, something like that, 5. So then we can escalators and everything. Okay, so let's do something like that. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll just run it all the way that way. Walls by themselves aren't that expensive. Man, this takes ages. Come on, scroll. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll do 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And oh, look at that. So that's our exit channel that we're going into over there. We potentially can drop that straight in there with these guys only doing the upwards movement. So that's kind of our exit channel. And then what we'll do is we need to build some stuff on top here. So let's maybe start we'll start our foundation on the one side like this. We may not need the entire extent of it. So let's do a little something like this, 20 by 30 on that side. And we'll do a little 20 by 30 on this side. Ooh, 20 by 30 on that side. Perfect. So let's get building. Let's get cracking. The amount of money that we're making at the moment is making it a little bit more fun in terms of building all of this stuff. Because we are constantly able to expand. Which is really cool. It's great when you reach that kind of critical mass. So I'm kind of keen that we do some more escalators here. So let's say escalators going down. But potentially I would like to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove that. So let's just get the planning out of the way. Get those walls in. I'll have to remove a little bit of that wall, and then we'll run. We'll see how we do it. A little bit of that wall. Maybe we'll do a little bump out, so we can get the escalators going down. These sections is coming up, so we can probably start looking at getting our extra stands up and running over here. Let's have a look at planning. Oops, where's my planning? So we're only going to squeeze in one over here. So I may as well look at building it. Objects, we want a large stand, please. It's the one. And is that kind of switch on the planning? Yeah, that's exactly what we kind of had in mind. So we'll switch on the planning over there, and we will go ahead and build that. How much do these cost? I didn't even look. Objects, they cost 40,000. That's not too bad. We can also we should be able in a position to start doing that pretty quickly. Wondering how long this runway would last. I think this runway is doing a decent job. Did we get that perfect ops bonus again? That's kind of what I was kind of wondering about. Day 56. I wouldn't even know. No, we didn't get it. I don't know why. This might have been a glitch. It must have glitched out a little. But actually, while we have that open, let's have a quick look at day 56's profit and loss. So we'll lost a fair bit of money. We purchased a lot of fuel, and we didn't actually make up enough of that, but that's okay. The value was there, so we scored on the taxes. We spent so much on materials, so that's okay. All of that, we are making decent amount of money. That income is pretty good. Nice. The one-way setup here is working pretty well. We probably could do with another small stand somewhere over here to just make sure that we use all of these, but I think for now it's okay. If I have a quick look at our flight schedule, it is pretty full. Gate A1 doesn't have something? Where is gate A1? Oh, this must be the new one. This must be... No, where's gate A1? B7, B6... B1. No, it has to be this. We don't have any gates A1. How are we doing on fuel? Yeah, there's still a fair bit. We still have 71% reserved, so that's okay. A channel is doing its thing. Nice. Okay, what I wanted to do is wanted to trim back a little bit over here. Let's why? Hang on. Buddies. How can I not? Is it because it's still under construction? Probably still under construction. So let's just wait until the whole wall section is finished being built, and then we'll look into that. We are playing at top speed just to make sure that we squeeze through this stuff quickly. I think we're operating pretty well actually. Airline interest is pretty good. Passenger happiness is kind of okay. Let's quickly have a look while we wait to see what's going on over here. Passenger experience. Built 5 stores and 2 first class lounges, so we still need to get to that. Then we've got some of this long-term investment, pay off any loans. So let's have an airport at least 15 days old. Okay, so let's pay off. Let's get a loan and pay it off again. Okay, airline service. Load 10 planes with a functioning adult baggage bay. Build 2 large or XL gates. Increase the overall airline interest to 70%. So that we'll still need to get. Maximizing profits we're doing pretty well at. Have a net profits of at least $50,000 at the end of a full day, excluding grants income. I'm sure we have that, right? We should just kind of say let's do it. Research technology and hire a CTO, zone and electrical zone and speakers. Let's do that one. No lost passengers. I have no idea why we can't activate that. Anyway, let's get back to business over here. Oh, those things have been built. No flights for today. I wanted to get rid of this little section here. So if I go and get rid of those and I go back to the escalator piece, escalators going down. So that's kind of what but the problem is that if I do this, we won't actually be able to separate those channels. So let's say we do a little something like that. Yeah, I think that's kind of okay. We'll just do this. So if we say 1, can't we put them next to each other? Come on. Honestly, can we not put them next to each other? Let's do a little something like that and see how that goes. That was a little weird, but anyway, we'll do that. Give me some walling over here. And we'll wall that over there. So once that's all built, these guys actually have to come up. What do you mean the sector cannot be vacated? This entire area is secure. Of course the sector can be vacated. Unless there's a bit of an issue here. We'll be able to vacate from the top actually. Okay, so now we've got this going on. So let's sort out what we're going to do over here. So give me, I'm kind of, we already passed security at this point in time, right? So we're just going to go and grab ourselves a bit of an escalator over here. Well, let's do escalator down first. We'll spin that around, not 16 times. We'll spin that around like that. Okay, and we'll grab ourselves a bit of a wall here. And we'll just make sure to run it like that. Do ourselves a nice old exit channel right over there. Give me some doors, please. The nice big ones, we'll slot them in right over there. I used to use let's see if we say, because if I keep these separated, well, we probably won't keep them separated, but anyway, let's see. So if that's the case, okay, oops, now I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Let's say, so we've got some one-way path. So if I do, well, it does classify as one-way path anyway, doesn't it? and then it's out on this side, and so that's okay. Now we just need an escalator to come up. Well, let's see about escalator going down again, because that's just how we roll. If I wanted to maintain a bit of room right over here, also obviously don't want to do it in the middle of everything there. Potentially if we do it like in the middle right over here, let's do that. We'll slot it in there. Okay, good stuff. And then this area can get some gates, gate agent desks. You know what's going to be interesting? Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. Give me some more walls. I'm actually going to load it from the one side. If we do that and we put a little door over here, and then we do some gate desks over here. Excellent, that's going to be cool. So give us another door. This little one there, and then I'm going to go with the gates. Gate agent desks, and we'll do it like so and like so. And there you go. That's going to be the setup. Yeah, I like that. I like that as a concept. And then we can do some queuing and the likes, obviously, in both directions, and some seating and so on. But yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. Pretty cool. Now this is going to be not... Oh, this can be A1, actually. This is going to be A1. You're A1. Gate agent desks must be assigned. So, no, fair enough, but there's some other stuff that we need to throw in here still. Okay, so that's the one right over there. So that's kind of how that's going to function. That's going to be the exit. These guys are kind of rocking out down here. So this side will be a little bit more chaos, I believe. So let's just get rid of this wall piece over here. Let's just dismantle. No, let's just dismantle some of that, and like so. And then I'm kind of, what are we going to do with this? Should we just do one super long walkway? Let's go moving walkway. There we go. And we'll go with right-hand drive. So we'll go with a nice big 0.5 mil walkway over there. And we'll go with a nice big 0.5 mil walkway over there as well. Yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to look super cool in terms of making it work over here. Nice, I think that's pretty good. Okay, since we got a little bit more money left, maybe we should go ahead and get some more of the construction going, so that I can, in between episodes, have this finish itself off. So something like, say that, but let's do like at least 15. It's 20, big for 20. We can always expand it. Let's start off with 15, and we'll get that construction going. Nice. Big construction piece going on over there. This side could actually be like lounges and stuff, even though we probably need some lounges over here though. But anyway, it's working pretty well at the moment, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this episode right over there. I think we've made a ton of progress on the next satellite. Happy with our income levels, happy with how the general operation is working. Look, not too this is not the greatest. As I kind of mentioned in the past, we might revamp this terminal to be a little better once we open this one up, and we can kind of move most of our flights over here, which I think is kind of going to be the thing we want to do. We're going to want to move it that direction. We're going to want to do a lot of some activities and bathrooms and all kinds of things in this area over here. And I still think this area could be a decent spot for some of these remote bus pickups, but then we'll need to see about where we're actually, where those remote stands actually will find themselves. I don't want the buses to be crossing the runway, but we'll see. Maybe we'll purchase an extra slot here, and we can have a little cluster over there, or even at the back over there, probably just a little bit of a drive, but that's kind of how it works, isn't it? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this stuff, hit that like button. I do appreciate your support. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of our new terminal? It's going to be awesome. Still wondering about actually separating this a little bit, which at the moment that whole setup there is not working unless but we can separate that pretty easily if we just rejig this thing. So maybe that is actually what we are going to do. So guys, yes, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.